Alright folks, well strap yourselves in because we got an awesome video today on an awesome TV show.
Gentlemen, enter the dang old deucing dadgum future Mr. Patch. Boom, ha!
And if the show wasn't already an amazing comfort video created by the creators of Beavis and Butthead, there's also an amazing aspect to this show. There's actually a ton of amazing and incredible and completely random celebrity guest appearances on this show. And I'm gonna break them down and show them to ya. Now, King of the Hill itself shouldn't actually be entertaining. It's about a family in Texas that is just completely normal and everything is just very stable in their lives, but for some reason it's just oddly entertaining. There's a weirdness to the show that is just so interesting, and it's fucking hilarious sometimes. Now, we had to start with the one and only Snoop Dogg, who appears in an episode as a pimp from a rival city, and it's fucking so out of place, it's just great.
Oh, so you ready to give me my hoe back?
She's not going anywhere, chump.
He plays Alabaster Jones as just some random pimp who appears white, which is absolutely hilarious. But his appearance in such a show is just so random, it's fucking hard to even comprehend. So I mean, that's the random nature of these guest appearances. It's like, how did these people even get onto this show? And they have to have actually somewhat liked the idea of the show, or at least their agents liked the idea of them being in this show in order for them to come here. But I would just really love to be a fly on the wall on how Snoop Dogg came to appear in a cartoon about a bunch of white Texans. It's just great. The next is the absolute favorite of mine, and in my opinion, one of the most hilarious episodes in the entire show. It stars the one and only Sir Brad Pitt, and he plays as Boomhauer's brother, one of the greatest characters on the show anyway, Sir Boomhauer. But just the nature of Brad Pitt, the famous multi-millionaire, most popular star ever being in this, is fucking gold.
Me out here, kitty. Patch party, man. Dadgum, find you a place to sit, darling.
So yeah, Brad Pitt being in this is extremely hilarious, and the fact that he puts in such a performance as Boomhauer's brother is just so fucking good that everybody's got to watch this episode. It's so good. Seeing as the episode came out in 2003, it's at possibly an absolute high point of Pitt's career. He's just such a random aspect to be in this, and I can only imagine how he got a hold of this role.
I think you could persuade me.
And Frodo Baggins' Elijah Wood appears in the episode as a protester, and it just goes to show just how random these appearances are. I mean, it's fucking Elijah Wood Frodo in King of the Hill. I would have never in a million years thought that this would have been possible before I looked into it. But it's true. Elijah Wood, Frodo Baggins is in King of the Hill, and it is real.
Hi, I'm Bobby Hill.
Well, all right. I'm Peter Sterling, founder and president of this little situation here. So what do we got? Some sweet sign-up app?
Johnny Knoxville appears in an episode about a owner of a poop cleaning business, which is hilarious, and you gotta really wonder how sometimes they get the script and they're like, really? That's what I'm playing? Like, they agree to it and they go with it. It just goes to show just how fucking iconic King of the Hill is. And some of the roles are pretty fitting and some are not, but I mean, it's pretty fitting because Johnny Knoxville is pretty southern, so it kind of fits the bill and setting of King of the Hill. Now the next one's a heck of a doozy considering what happened, but Danny Masterson and Topher Grace play employees at Megalomart in one episode. Pretty much anything including Danny Masterson now just feels icky, doesn't it? And it gives off that 70s shows vibes because they're just like two young kids working at the Megalomart.
And I know I didn't do it, and I know he didn't do it.
Yeah, sometimes in the morning, the Mangione standees are all facing a different direction than they were the night before.
Still a very odd and interesting celebrity cameo by these two. I mean, it definitely is an iconic, historic role for the two. Just a bunch of kids living in America, and one turned out good and one turned out really fucking bad. Now the next one is not only iconic, but also very interesting considering this is a regular occurring character, and that's Sir Tom Petty himself. And he's in this in stunning display, and I think it has to do with the fact that of his deep southern roots. I mean, Tom Petty, like in King of the Hill, is just fucking awesome.
All right, you ready?
I reckon.
And all the incredible things that Tom Petty has done in his life, coming back time and time again to play as Lucky, is just an awesome fact of real life. And the next one is very interesting, and the reason Brad Pitt tuned in.
God, that shorty hummer looks hot on you.
Well, I'll keep it on. Kiss me as hard as you want. Your stuff's cleared up, right?
Yes, that was the lovely Jennifer Aniston. And I can't believe that someone so famous and so spectacular is part of just randomly in King of the Hill. It's like all of these cameos, they just seem absolutely picked from the human population at random, and they just are seemingly put in there out of pure mystery. It really speaks to the level of popularity the show garnered, having such A-list celebrities, even at the time that they portrayed their characters.
David, you forgot your notes.
You know, you run fast.
And that's our boy Brendan Fraser, plays a failing high school student. And he makes it kind of clear that he's just kind of like a bad guy, which is like kind of the opposite characters you expect Brendan Fraser to play. Not only that, but his face actually kind of looks like Brendan Fraser, which is actually hilarious. So Brendan Fraser is an awesome addition to King of the Hill, but one of my most favorite additions is Matthew McConaughey. For the reason alone, Matthew McConaughey actually is from Texas, and he's a very Texas person. So being in this Texas-based show is just absolutely perfect, and the fact that he does the car thing is amazing as well.
You know I'm not really here for a free haircut. I'm here because I like to check up on what's happening, what's going on, what's now.
All right, let's hit it one more time for my main man, Toenail. All right.
And as another random one, I find it hilarious that Chris Rock is in this as a comedian, Roger Buddha Stack. And he's just, his voice is so iconic, it's just instantly recognizable. It's Rock, it's amazing.
Hello, you must be Duke's caregiver. I'm Dr. Leslie. How are you feeling today, Mr. Duke?
And Jason Bateman's in as a veterinarian, which almost feels perfect for him for some weird reason. I didn't even recognize that this was him at first, but he just fits the role so perfectly as that kind of funny, not funny veterinarian, has his priorities straight type man. It's great that he's in this.
Yeah, it's unfreaking acceptable, man. Time for America to get cocky.
And on the topic of absolutely perfect roles, I love how Kid Rock is just randomly in an episode as himself in this episode about a food eating contest with Bill. He's just so perfect for this, and he could have been in so many more. I mean, this was a character that almost seemed like it needed to be in King of the Hill, and as soon as he looks like him and he's like him, it's just great.
Relax. I'm going to move the energy from your thighs to your buttocks now.
We got an appearance from Mr. Johnny Depp as a weird yoga instructor, which is perfect for him. And yeah, Johnny Depp is a legend. So I mean, having him in this alongside Brad Pitt, you know, this is some high star power that King of the Hill has, and I never would have guessed it in a million years. These guys would be in it. And finally, Gary Busey is in it.
Trespassers. If I shoot him, I'm going back to jail. But I can't not shoot him.
Iconic and always amazing, Gary Busey is just yet another of all the amazing celeb cameos in this show. There you have it, King of the Hill. Oddly entertaining show, awesome celebrity cameos. Definitely recommend this one.